อันนี้ไม่ต้อง
ครู
พูดคำถาม
เจียพูดคำถามเลยเจี๊ยบเอามา
Please introduce yourself and introduce your academy or school.
Hello, my name is Felipe Amaral. I'm from Brazil. I am running a football academy here in Thailand, Ascot Football Academy, we call AFA. So our football academy is inside the Ascot International School. We have kids from 5 years old to 17 years old. We work with youth development for boys and girls. And yes. Next.
Okay, next. What kind of school for Ascot all have interest?
I think one good different thing from our football academy is
โอเคครับ
make the question again, please.
What kind of school for Ascot have interesting?
I think the school, Ascot International School, it's very different than the other schools because we have inside this Ascot International School, we have the AFA, the Ascot Football Academy. So we have many kids who come to the school because they want to become a professional football players, they want to become a professional athletes. And I think this football academy inside this school, like they work together, the school and the football academy work together in all these developments of mind, of athletes, and all this in English with coaches from Brazil, with coaches from England, with coaches from other countries from the world, and plus the teachers also, like teachers from England, from Australia, from US. So I think it's a very good mix of this international school and football academy, and then we run together to make athletes, to make professional football players.
What is the importance of football at school?
I think the one good point of the football academy inside the school is like make it easier for the families. So make it easier for also the kids. So easier in which way? I can say like straight away when finish the school day, so the kids have a time to eat something, to get change, and to start the training in the football field. So with this we minimize the transport time, we minimize the time to change location from the school to a football academy. So have all this together in the same place, make it easier for both kids and parents. And as well as like this following up together, so the coaches and the school and coaches. So we see how the kids are doing in school in terms of the academic side, so how they are doing, and we can support the academic side, and as well as the school supporting the football side, the sports side. So I think like have this inside the school, have a football academy inside the school is a plus for the school.
How about guidelines for teaching football?
So our mentality here in the Ascot Football Academy is like we need to put 4 things together. So normally we say a lot for our kids and for our parents that football is not only about technique of football. So when we say 4 things together, we say about mind. So we are always working the mind, working in have the spirit of athletes, the spirit of playing football, as well as the physical side, the fitness side. So we work hard in this physical side, in the fitness side, as well as the tactical side, the understanding of defending, attacking, the understanding of the game. And then the other one, the number 4, is the technique of football, passing, dribbling, shooting. So I think this is our guidelines, this is our 4 guidelines that we try to, in every single training, we work in these 4 aspects of the game.
How about plan and direction of academy or school?
Our plan and our direction is to really build athletes. So our idea is like the kids coming here with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So the youngest is between 5 and 10 years old, and they are with us until they are 17 years old. So our plan is to, during these years that they are with us, they have like they work hard in these 4 aspects that we are saying, and also they work in the game as like 5 aside, 7 aside, 11 aside. So and then our plan to be specific, our plan is to build athletes.
Is there any difference between children football in current and in your time?
Yes, I'm laughing because I just turned 40 years old. So, and then I think like, yes, if I compare when I was in this age, like between my 10s and 17 years old, so the football I think was much more related with who is the best player, who is have the best technique, who has the best skills. So I think like when we see football in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 70s, was much more related with the technique of the footballers. So nowadays it's not only about technique. So we also say that it's about the physically, how the players are like physically, how the players are tactically. So how the understanding of the game. So I think that this is the big change when I see how I played with 10 years old, 11 years old, 13 years old, and how the kids are playing nowadays. I think they get the understanding of the game is very different from when I was young.
For many years of teaching children experience, how good are Thai children and what needs to be developed?
I think that Thai kids are really good. So when I first came to Thailand, I live in Thailand already 15 years. So 15 years ago when I came, I was shocked and like, wow, how good it is, how skillful they are, and how good technique they have, the kids. And then like, as I'm from Brazil, so I can compare like in terms of technique, in terms of skills, like the Brazilian is also like a technique and skills players, is technique and skills kids, and this I think was a great surprise. So I didn't expect that in Thailand the players will be very good how they are. So and then I can say the main difference is like how we see football and how Thai parents and Thai kids see football. I think it's related with what we watch in TV and what here in Thailand, what the Thai kids and the Thai parents watch in TV. So I think it's more related with which kind of football we watch and which kind of football the kids here watch.
What do you think about Thai young development system?
It's improving. So as I'm saying, I came here 15 years ago, and I remember it was only a few football academies, and was a few schools who was doing football, who was doing football for the kids, and the clubs at that moment was not working on the youth development. So now like you have a big change. I can see like the local clubs, the local Thai teams, they have youth development. So teams under 20, under 18, under 16. So and as well have plans of new football academies, local football academies or international football academies, and as well as like the schools. All the schools nowadays have their own football programs. So I think it's a huge change from when I came here 15 years ago and how it's now. It's still space to grow more. It's still space to the youth development grow more and the clubs grow more as work on it. And I think it's on the way. So this will soon be like very similar. That is how it's in my country, Brazil.
What are your view and opinion on children football in Thailand?
My opinion, my view is like the football here is improving, so the kids are improving. So if we compare how was I came here 15 years ago, if we compare how was the kids 15 years ago, the Thai kids 15 years ago and how they are now, so I'm sure that the improvement of the youth development, the improvement of the kids, if I compare a kid 10 years old, 15 years ago, with a 10 years old nowadays, so it's much better football mindset and like not really related with skills, related with the mindset, related with the understanding of the game. So I think we have a good improvement in this time that I live in Thailand.
Vision of playing football, how important or necessary is your perception or the situation about you?
Can you do this again?
Vision of playing football, how important or necessary is your perception of the situation around you?
I think like the vision of football is like to give the kids another option. So I always think like they have the option to study, to go to university, and to find a job related with what they learn in the university. And the other side is the sport side. And I think like my vision of the sport, my vision of football is bring this other side to maybe become a professional athlete, a professional football player. And then like we can bring the kids here to Ascot International School, to Ascot Football Academy, and we here inside this place, we can bring them to these two sides and these two options. And then when they achieve around 17, 18, they can understand which side they are going, which option they are going.
What do you think about the shouting from the slide line, whether it's the parent or the coach?
Here we have a few problems with parents who is outside shouting, but as well as in Brazil, and I do believe as well as in England, I do believe that as well as in whatever other countries. So normally the parents, especially the fathers, are very passionate, and some of them like they didn't achieve to become a player, and they throw all this dream in their child. And then I think like this is one thing, like, and they have all the love for the game, they have all the love for the football, plus this passion and plus this dream that he didn't make through, these parents didn't make through, and then they try to bring all this to the kids. These have sometimes a good influence, sometimes a bad influence. I know from my experience of work with kids who around 14, 15 decide that no one to play more football because they don't have a good time with the father after football or during football or before football, and decide to give up in football. But as well as in our other hands, I have some kids who really want to show to the father, really want to show that they can. So I think it's if these parents outside is trying to watch, to show the passion, but not to be the coach. I think like let the shout be on the coach's job. So I think is the best. One thing that I always say, and I think is a lot in my mind, normally parents come to the football field and shout for the kids, shout for the coach, shout for the, change this boy or put this other boy. And normally I say, no anyone go to the bank and shout to the guy who work in the bank, change my money from this account, change these investments. So no anyone go to the restaurant and shout for the chef. So put more garlic in this food or change this. So normally it is difficult because everybody likes football and everybody think is football coach. And then like we have a profession that we have many people who is always trying to, many people, I mean many fathers, who is always trying to give advice but it's part of the love for the sport, it's part of the love of football. But to be directly in the question is if these kinds of parents can be a bit more quiet and can just show the love for the game and show the love for the son, I think it's better than be shouting and be complaining about how the son is playing.
Please share your experience as a young playing soccer in Brazil.
My experience, I remember that the first thing when I was around 4 or 5 years old is like, let's find a football academy for my son. So I remember like my father finding a good football academy for me when I was in my 4 or 5 years old. And then like in Brazil it's normal, we start very earlier to play football in football academies. Another thing that I can say in my childhood is like we go often to watch football match. So and then this become a part of our life. On Sundays we go to watch in the stadium, like everybody has a football team and we go to the stadium. Like it's a time together, son and father, and go to watch a football match and support a football team, as well as watch football together in the TV. So and then all these that we are watching the TV, watching the stadium, and then we bring to the pitch and we want to be the players and want to try to be a player. So I think like from my childhood, from my memories is this, like football was not only the training time, but was about watching TV, was about going to the stadium, was all the passion for the sport, and I think like the main memories is this.
How do you unleash the potential and talents of children in Brazil, and how is different from Thailand?
I think one big thing that I say as a difference is, let's say, two big things. So one is exactly what I spoke already during our conversation here. So we there are much more intense in watching, in go to stadium, in be part of a football life. So for example, let's say that when I was young and also remember the kids nowadays in Brazil, they watch football on the weekends, They go to a stadium on the weekends. During the week, they also are watching football, watching interviews, watching. So when they are checking YouTube channels, there is always about football. So and then it's like it's everything related to football. Like as Brazil is a football country, football in blood. So it's everything related to football. So here in Thailand, I think it's less. So and then and also like as the European football is stronger here. So I think like the kids here watch too much Premier League, too much Champions League, and make this relation between the kid and the football team or the kid and the football player be a far away relation. So like let's say that the kids here say that they are fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, but Messi playing in France, Neymar as well, and Ronaldo in Manchester United in England, so it's far away, so they don't see this day by day. So in Brazil, our superstars, a part of our superstars being abroad, but we have our strong league and our stadiums like full. So and then like we are seeing, the kids are seeing the players like day by day, go to watch a training, go to watch a match and watching TV interviews. So I think like, but this is growing because the football here grew a lot from 15 years ago when I arrived to nowadays. So I think this is one big change and will come in soon, like to help the Thai kids to. I think the main way to say is like if your superstar, if your idol is nearby, it's easier than if your idol is far away. So if the idol is far away, it's very difficult to measuring this. I want to become him, but he's far away. So it's easier when I want to become him and he's nearby.
How about training development at Brazil and Thailand? What's different?
These I always talk with the kids here. So let's say that in Brazil, look like our kids, our Brazilian kids, with the young age, they act much more professional. So look like with 11 years old, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, they look like already professional players. They are very mature to play football, very mature that want to be a football player, very mature about the training. And then the education in this side of athletes is very different than here. So here the kids are still kids with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In Brazil, look like we are, as a coach, we are dealing with professional players, even they are just 10 years old, 11 years old. So here we need to remember like they are just kids. In Brazil, we don't remember this because look like they are already players, they are already professional players.
What are your goals for the future of AFA?
We opened our AFA Ascot Football Academy in 2010. So now we are in 2022 with 12 years of football academy. We started with 20 kids and myself as a coach. So now we are with 150 kids and another 6 coaches involved. So, and then like we grow to have good players, to now have players like who is playing in Sporting Lisbon, who is playing in Germany, who is playing in France, who is playing in Portugal, who is playing in Spain, who is playing in Japan. So with kids who joined Thai national team, with players who became professional players here in Thailand, playing Thai League 2, Thai League 3, Thai League 1. So and then like we grew to this moment now. And what I want is like to this don't be 1 or 2 or 3 that I can mention, remember the names. So my dream is to say like, yeah, I don't even remember how many. So now I count. Oh, we have 1 in Portugal, we have 1 in Spain, we have 3 in Germany, we have 1 in Japan, and we have 5, 6, 7 here in Thailand. So my dream is to say we have about 50 kids playing professional here in Thailand and another 20 playing around the world. So I think this is my dream, to see these kids developing and to see them become professional players. But one thing very important that I recently talking a lot with my coaches, with all the coaches involved, we always say about these kids who became players, but we are not here only making players, we are here making adults, we are here making men. So, and then I think like I also be very happy to know that one boy from our football academy is doing a university abroad under scholarship of football, or like to see 10 years later one of our boys here who now have a good job here in Thailand and he is a manager of a big company. And then I think this shows us that we are not here only for the good players, we are for the other ones as well who maybe don't become a professional player but become one successful man in life. So a part of teaching football, I think we teach values, principles, and I think like this became a big family, and a part of the dream to see them become a players. So the dream is to see them become a good man.
What plans are there to support talent children?
And then, as I said, like normally we see that we have two groups of kids. So the kids who is very talented, and then this one is the one that we want to try to drive them to the way to become professional players. So we have the other group that maybe during the ages, so is not very talented or is don't really born to be professional players. But this one we want to stay together with us until the end of the 17 years old, and give the opportunity for learn through sports, learn through football values, and be polite, educated, all through football. I think the football help on this. But let's answer your question. So how we can help these kids with the talent ones? I think the talent ones, the ones that we push more, is the ones that we are every single day talk with them, every single day push with them, and always saying that these important 4 things for ideas of football, that is not only about be good player, but always about here as well, always about the physical side as well, always about the understanding of the game as well. So I think these talented ones is the ones that we try to like every single day be with them and say, you have talented, you can go if you are focused and obsessed 100% to do it.
Thank you.
เดี๋ยวคำถาม
Thank you.
คำถามสุดท้ายนิดนึงก็
เกี่ยวกับ he needs you advise about the importance of language
ใช่
for the Thai player that make them for got a lot of opportunity in the future.
โอเค
Okay. So one big part of having the Ascot Football Academy inside of an international school, Ascot International School. So one of the big parts is in this place here, we can teach them football while they are learning English. So and then we have like kids who come to the school, and during the day of the school time, so they are learning English. And then after school they are learning football, they are training football. So and then I think this combine and this mix is very good, because what's happening is if they have another language, so most of them are Thai kids who speak Thai, so and then they are learning English, and then with the 2 languages open the world for them to maybe, as I mentioned already before, to maybe go to a football opportunity in Japan, so they speak English, they are ready, they are okay to survive. To Germany, they are okay to survive. To Spain, they are okay to survive. To Portugal, they are okay to survive. Go to England, they are okay to survive. So the English can make them survive and can make them this extra mile step because they can speak English. So and this is my case. I'm coming from Brazil. So Brazil is a country who speaks Portuguese. So when I have the opportunity to go abroad, so I work in South Africa speaking English, and then I came here to Thailand because I was able to speak English. And then I think like I have a few players in Brazil and a few football coaches from Brazil that because of the language put these how can I say barrier, like this wall, like, and then they cannot. So and then this happen a lot, like the English can support this a lot.
ได้ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวเราไปตัดให้ได้ครับ
Kike falou com Calam. คุณกำลังมาเหรอ
เขาพูดถึง
ภาษา
วูฟบ้างไง
อย่าง
พูดถึงวูฟกับที่เขาพันธมิตรกันที่ญี่ปุ่นอ่ะอยากให้เขาพูดถึงหน่อยไหมสักหน่อยหนึงเพราะวูฟเขาก็มีรีเลชั่นกันเนาะ
could you say about your relationship between Wolf and Birdie, right?
We have here we have a partnership. Our football academy has a partnership with Tokyo Verde, that is a football team in Japan. So this partnership with this Tokyo Verde help us to introduce some players to go to try out in Japan. Also, we bring once a year or once or 2 years, we bring coaches from Japan here to have a week here, to have 10 days here coaching our players. So, and to bring this other mentality of football, or the vision of football with these coaches from Japan, and open more opportunity to our players here to become professional players with the opportunity to go to Japan. And as well as we have a partnership with Wolverhampton, that is a football team in England. And this with the same idea, so we brought players from our football academy here to England to have an experience of 10 days, a good experience, 10 days training with the team there, with the youth development there, and to see the daily routine of football kids in England, and as well as to open the eyes from the coaches in England to see maybe the players from here. So opportunity for our kids, and as well as we brought the coaches from Wolves to spend as well as 10 days here and coaching our kids. And then like this is not only for the kids and not only for our players, also for us coaches. So we have this opportunity to go to Japan, to go to England, to watch training there, to see the facilities there, to see how they are doing there, to have chats with directors, with coaches, with physical coaches, with goalkeeper coaches. And then like normally when we come back here to Thailand, so some of these things that we get from these clubs, so we put also in our practice here, in our training here. So yes, so these two good partnership that we have.
โอเคเยี่ยมเลย
ให้เขาไปหาคุณกาลัมก่อนได้ไหม
ได้
เสร็จแล้ว
โอเคเสร็จแล้ว
แล้วมีกาลัมคออยู่
ไม่รู้เฮียอะไร
โอเคก็คำถามสุดท้ายแหละก็คือเขาอยากจะพูดอะไรที่นอกเหนือจากคำถามไหม ครับ
Do you have anything that you would like to say about the children, the player, the student in Thailand?
So for finish, I can say for three different targets. So first one, let's say for parents. So if you are watching me, so here Ascot Football Academy, we are inside Ascot International School. We are in Lankham Hang 118. So more than welcome. This is not open only for kids who study in Ascot International School. We are open for kids who study in whatever school, international school, Thai schools. Our coaches are able to speak English and as well as to speak Thai. So myself and the other Brazilian guys also to speak Portuguese. So we welcome everybody. We welcome foreigners who live in Thailand. We welcome Thai kids. So if you are parents and you are looking for a football academy, so please come. For the kids who is around and watching, so the same. So if you are looking for a football academy that will help you in your development, so we are here to help you to be part of these developments, and I think we are part of. So we don't do nothing alone, and you as a player don't do nothing alone. So we together plus the parents. So I think we are part of these developments. And for who is already here, if you are watching me, so as well as I mentioned during this interview, my dream is to see you guys become professional players. My dream is to see you guys, if not professional player, in a good university. My dream is to see you guys with a good job and making your family. So, and this is my dream, to see your development as a player and as well as a man. So thank you, and hope to see you guys in the pitch.
You can say about like motivation for the player who need to become the football player professional.
Okay.
Okay.
So normally we have, I saw a lot of kids who want to be professional players. I saw a lot of parents who want their kids to be professional football players. And what I can say is, if you can dream, you can achieve. So if you can dream with it, if you can see yourself as a player, if you can see yourself playing in Thailand or playing even abroad, so if you can see it, if you can dream with it, you can achieve. So like work hard every day, be obsessed for be a player, be obsessed for training hard. And one thing that I always say here as well, like want, everybody wants, but who is working hard for achieve? So if you dream, work hard, you will achieve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank